Hi everybody, I'm just being weird on a Sunday and doing the thing that I do on Sundays where I focus some moments less on being a human being and more being a celestial creature in the universe on Sunday and minding the sun and how it relates to everything in life. And today, maybe it's the somber schmood I'm in, but I'm thinking today a little bit about solar flares. And one of the gnarliest things about the sun, as a matter of fact, is that the solar flares emitted from the sun are actually a threat to humanity. Unbeknownst, for the past 100 years, we've been documenting solar flares affecting our world in strange ways. And this is something the Mayans made note of too. They were able to detect solar flares. And we can detect solar flares too now in the strangest ways. And the one I'm specifically referring to is the widest spread blackout in U.S. history. Whereas on the northeastern half of the United States, including Ohio, where I live, um, we had a blackout here for something like 7 days, I think. I believe it was. It might have been less than that. I think in Ohio we had like 6 or 5 days of power outage in 2003. But actually, some places had less, some places had more. I believe there was blackouts in Sweden from the solar flare too. And what was it? It was like the All Hallows Eve solar flares. This is like known as the Halloween solar flares of 2003, where they took out the biggest energy blackout in U.S. history. And the sun did that. A solar flare came from the sky, and it fried our power grid in the widest spread blackout in U.S. history. And that's something that I'm aware of. And you have a state like Maine who took the lead in this country as the first state to protect their power grids from any kind of solar disturbances. And that's something that any given state can do. And that's the most amazing part of our solar flare threat from the suns is that we have on our planet natural defenses in the biosphere and the magnetosphere from harmful elements, from the immense power of the sun being so near. But we are actually in a world now where to sustain ourselves we must provide our own protections from the immense power of being so near the sun. And the state of Maine in America, shout out to Andrea Boland for taking the initiative, and maybe it was inspired from her experiences with the widest spread blackout in American history in 2003 on the Hallows Eve solar flares. And that's what's kind of heavy on my mind tonight. And I'm gonna have the sun on my mind is the very real possibility that our devices could be compromised by the sun. And I mean that in a like a could way. Not that they will, but like a could way. And this is one of the reasons why I really enjoy being a celestial body in space. Is that on this planet and with the way that we do things, um, we really have to we have to keep in mind that our star is incredibly powerful, and I I'm not saying that I enjoy living in fear of a solar flare like event, but I do really respect it, and I want to work with that myself. And so on a day like Sunday, when I'm thinking of the sun, I'm definitely thinking of how to work with the sun so that our devices aren't susceptible to a rolling blackout from an All Hallows Eve solar flare event. So I'll praise the sun in the morning and I'll praise the sun in the night, and really just kind of appreciate how gnarly it is. And maybe my way of giving praise to and respecting and fearing the sun would be to do like Andrea Boland did and put 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 myself and those around me in a place where the sun will be doing its thing without really affecting us doing our thing. And that way we have continuation of our love. Of our love of day and night on planet Earth as we build our futures on Mars and the Moon. Praise be to the sun and the suburbs. I love them.